Hello and welcome back to the channel, your number one source for all the latest and greatest in the world of cryptocurrency. We've got a packed show for you today with some massive developments that could reshape the entire industry. We're talking about a potential game changer for XRP, a huge price surge for Bitcoin, and some groundbreaking updates from Ethereum that you won't want to miss. So, buckle up, grab your coffee, and let's dive right in. First up, let's talk about Ripple and XRP. For years, the crypto community has been speculating about a potential partnership between Ripple and Swift, the dominant network for global financial messaging. Well, that speculation just got a massive boost from a very credible source. Gottfried Librand, the former CEO of Swift, recently spoke at the Apex Ripple Swell Global event and dropped a bombshell. He suggested that once the regulatory landscape for cryptocurrencies becomes clearer and more stable, there's a real possibility that Swift could adopt XRP for its cross-border payment system. This isn't just some random rumor. Librand, who led Swift for 7 years, understands the ins and outs of the global financial system better than almost anyone. He highlighted the major pain points of the current system, like high costs, slow transaction times, and the complexities of correspondent banking. These are the exact problems that Ripple and its XRP-powered solutions, like on-demand liquidity, are designed to solve. He acknowledged that banks are still hesitant to jump in headfirst, mainly due to the volatility of crypto assets and the ongoing regulatory uncertainty. The SEC lawsuit against Ripple, although it has seen some positive developments for Ripple, is still a major cloud hanging over the space. However, Librand's comments signal a significant shift in thinking at the highest levels of traditional finance. He sees a future where, instead of competing, Swift and blockchain solutions like Ripple could coexist and even collaborate. Imagine a world where international transfers that currently take days and cost a small fortune could be settled in seconds for just a few cents. That's the promise of this potential integration. If SWIFT, which connects over 11,000 financial institutions worldwide, were to integrate XRP, it would be an unprecedented level of mainstream adoption. This could unlock trillions of dollars in transactional volume and solidify XRP's position as a premier bridge currency for the global economy. The key takeaway here is that the conversation is no longer about if, but when and how. As regulatory frameworks are established around the world, the efficiency and cost-effectiveness of Ripple's technology are becoming too compelling for the traditional financial world to ignore. This is definitely a story we'll be tracking closely. Now, let's shift our focus to the king of crypto, Bitcoin. It has been on an absolute tear this week, smashing through key resistance levels and soaring past the $93,000 mark. This marks the 5th consecutive day of gains, and the market sentiment has turned decidedly bullish. So, what's fueling this incredible rally? A major catalyst appears to be a shift in the broader macroeconomic environment. Recent geopolitical actions by the United States in Venezuela have, perhaps counterintuitively, increased the market's appetite for risk. Investors seem to be interpreting these moves as a sign of stability, which is encouraging them to move capital back into higher-risk, higher-reward assets, like Bitcoin. We're seeing this risk-on sentiment play out across the board, but Bitcoin is leading the charge. The momentum is strong, and all eyes are now on the next major psychological and technical barrier, $95,000. Analysts are pointing to this level as the final hurdle before a potential breakout to a new all-time high. If Bitcoin can decisively break and hold above 95,000, it would signal immense strength and could trigger a wave of FOMO, or fear of missing out, from both retail and institutional investors who have been waiting on the sidelines. We're also seeing positive signs in the derivatives market, with funding rates turning positive, indicating that traders are betting on further price increases. The question on everyone's mind is, can Bitcoin maintain this momentum and finally reach that coveted six-figure price tag? The next few days will be critical. And finally, let's talk about the world's leading smart contract platform, Ethereum. While Bitcoin has been grabbing headlines with its price action, Ethereum has been quietly making monumental strides on the technology front. Co-founder Vitalik Buterin recently dropped some major news, announcing that key components of Ethereum's long-term scalability roadmap are either live or in their final testing phases. Specifically, he mentioned ZKV-MIS, or Zero-Knowledge Ethereum Virtual Machines, and a new data availability solution called PIAD. Now, I know those terms might sound a bit technical, so let's break down what they mean and why they are so incredibly important. For years, Ethereum has been grappling with what is known as the scalability trilemma, the challenge of trying to simultaneously optimize for speed, security, and decentralization. You could usually only pick two. These new upgrades are designed to solve that trilemma once and for all. ZKV-MIS are a type of Layer 2 scaling solution that can process thousands of transactions off-chain and then submit a single, tiny proof back to the main Ethereum network. This dramatically increases transaction speed and reduces gas fees without compromising on security. Think of it like a super-efficient carpool lane for Ethereum transactions. Then there's PIAD. This upgrade tackles the data availability problem, which is crucial for making these Layer 2 solutions even more efficient and decentralized, by improving how data is stored and accessed across the network. PIAD will help lower costs even further and enhance the overall security and robustness of the entire Ethereum ecosystem. What Vitalik is essentially saying is that the theoretical future of a highly scalable Ethereum is becoming a reality right now. These upgrades aren't just minor tweaks. They are foundational changes that could position Ethereum to handle a global scale of activity, from decentralized finance to gaming and beyond. This is how Ethereum plans to maintain its dominance and become the truly decentralized global settlement layer. The future is being built today, and it's incredibly exciting to watch. So there you have it, 3 massive stories shaking up the crypto world, from a potential SWIFT and XRP collaboration that could revolutionize global payments to Bitcoin knocking on the door of a new all-time high, and Ethereum rolling out the next generation of its core technology. It's clear that we are in a pivotal moment for the industry. The pace of innovation and adoption is accelerating faster than ever before. Which of these stories are you most excited about? Do you think Bitcoin will break 100,000 this cycle? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. As always, thank you so much for tuning in. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the notification bell so you never miss an update. Until next time, stay informed and invest wisely.